Well, hello there, my fellow brothers, sisters, gamers, and anime lovers. If you noticed the previous video, I fell asleep recording. And it took me freaking 15 minutes to get back up. And don't take that out of context. It took me 15 minutes to wake up, for goodness sake. I apologize for that. But you have to understand, I'm only human. I did not have a good night's sleep last night, so I'm still trying to operate 50%. So if I do fall asleep on camera, please forgive me. I'm not a machine. I can't do this and not fall asleep. I can't help it. I want to watch the video, but I really can't fight off the sleepiness. So yeah. I hope I can not fall asleep on this one, because this is Presidential Play Horror Games, Comeback of the Year, US President's Return to Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. So basically this is part 2, and we are back on, and Morgan is back to recording. I thought it was over for him when he announced he was done doing this, but he came back, which made a lot of people, along with me, happy, because I love the President's content in President's Play Horror Games, because yeah, it's not the overly hating on each other AI presidents, but there is some form of teamwork among them. But I do miss President's Play games about Mario. Yeah, I hope that gets updated too. So this is the Oofer clip. The Oofer clips. Just subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. If you guys don't get notifications, ring that bell to make sure it works. It doesn't work. It only works 50% of the time. But if you want to get updates of new videos, just ding that bell. All right. So let's see what happens here in Help Wanted. Imagine playing Five Nights at Freddy's VR. I'll be falling all over the place.
Finally, Help Wanted. I'm back, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah!
There's Morgan.
Wait, aren't we missing something?
Are we?
How will the... Ow!
You're welcome.
Maybe you rustled up a brain cell or two with that hit.
Shut up. I'm just starting the game.
Are you skedaddling again, Morgan?
No, I want to leave, but I want to make sure that the VR isn't a spray-painted brick. I'll be quiet, though, so I won't interrupt.
That won't even be necessary. You hear my voice, pizzeria? You thought you were rid of me and you were wrong.
Quite possibly the worst thing a restaurant could hear is Donald's voice echo throughout the halls.
Oh,
Just
shut
getting
it.
reacclimated after taking a year off from this game is just interesting. It's almost like I have to relive the nightmare where I became the world's best security guard.
Is this Unk lore?
Hurry up and start the night so you can die.
Encore.
I haven't even tried this game yet because you kept falling down every time.
What's this thing here? Some sort of sonar detector?
Are you delaying right now?
All right, well, time to rip the Band-Aid off and get down to business.
VR is going good, I assume?
Night tree.
Responsive so far. Boop. I'll just have to make sure I don't stand on a swivel chair when I try to move around.
The most important thing you can do is
Oh,
stick
whoa,
to your
it's
instincts.
buggy.
Don't overthink everything. Just go with the flow. Remember, you've played these games before.
You know something, phone guy? I really don't want to hear you yap about insurance policy while these metal Marmadukes come to rip me apart.
The good news is that
Marmadukes.
it's just the third night. Shouldn't be too terrible. The only thing you really have to do is keep Freddy on clamps.
I've never heard
You know
that
what?
word
I
in
miss
a
phone
long
guy.
time.
Yap away, brother.
As a heads up, it is still the same call from the first game.
Okay.
You
Oh,
see these guys?
Okay, they're
Just
still all
plotting my
there.
downfall on the stage. Not on my watch, buckaroo. We can't be
Chica
serious right
move.
now.
Why are you panicking? You know how to play the game, Mr. World's Best Security Guard.
Where is
Could
she?
be Rust. It has been a minute since the world's best security guard did his, securing.
It's just different.
Seriously, someone's campaigning
And now
right
he's
now?
gone.
Different how?
There you are. You're not escaping from my sight. Also,
F
to answer your
off.
question, Obama, it's disorienting to the point where it sends you in a daze.
If you're wondering, it's nearing elections over here in the Philippines, and yeah, I just don't give a crap anymore. In all honesty, if anyone's in government, the first thought that comes to mind is everyone's a rat.
Because of the VR?
Quite frankly, it's probably the only reason.
You know what? These objects are distracting me. Everything off the desk, now.
I see
Come
what he means
on.
by manic.
Stop
Uh-oh.
that. He's trying to tiptoe down the hall with Timberlands on.
Speaking of tiptoeing,
When did you
Whoa.
get there? These bots fly around
She's
like
been
they're
gone a
crack
while.
birds.
Have you been checking Freddy recently?
As recent as I can get. Doing a lot of cardio here, reaching around for these doors and all.
That's like the minimal amount of cardio a day.
53%.
More than you can do, Joe.
3 a.m.
Wait, Foxy!
Censorship!
Ah!
Oh, wow. He just stuck his whole entire nose in our intestinal
Shut.
tract.
You should
At
have
least
shut
he
the
didn't fall
door.
down this time. Almost, but not entirely.
All right, so Obama requested the VR next, so
I was chafing in that anyways. Enjoy my sweat glands, Obama.
Oh no.
Oh, my goodness. It's like you wiped diarrhea on this thing.
Foxy
Oh,
probably can't hold his
yeah.
bowels, and that's all I'm saying.
Now, since you're jumping directly into night 3, take a bit more time to get used to the VR, Barack.
I am. Up, down, up, down. I had to stand up and everything so I have enough room to move around.
It just looks like it's zoomed in.
Yeah, I think I can even see the chair behind him.
We go meta in 2025 and can't even afford good pictures?
They're trying to eat the
What are you
cupcake.
doing, Obama?
I didn't know it was illegal for a man to be jolly and whimsical in VR.
I don't think it's that. We just didn't expect it.
I see what you mean by disorienting, though. It's the adjustment of reach, if that makes sense. How far I'm reaching in real life versus how far I'm reaching in the VR.
Yeah, that's actually true because I played VR games in a rental store before, and believe me, my reach was completely disorienting. Like, I have a longer reach than that. Why is it so short? Or maybe sometimes it's vice versa, where my reach is short, but I've been reaching out as far as I can, but I still can't reach it.
We should probably let you be to adjust.
he's got the wingspan of a bald eagle. You doing good?
What happened to being quiet? You heard what I said.
Meanwhile, Barack is having the time of his life with these buttons.
It's like riding a bike for the first
Uh-oh.
time.
Someone's
I gotta
moving.
get used to the training wheels before I try to tackle any obstacles.
Here's my key advice from the world's best security guard, the very best.
Okay.
Go ahead, we're listening.
Say I'm a grocery clerk in the middle of a store, and a lady with a crying child comes up to me and asks me where
Uh-oh.
the beans are. That crying child could be causing an elderly man next to me to have a heart attack, but what were we asked to do?
What sort of genjutsu did you just put me in?
The moral of the story is that we have to focus on the task at hand. We can't be distracted by crying children or napping elders. We have to help this lady find the beans.
Not so fast,
Ooh.
Chica. I haven't played this game in a while, but it's going to take a bit more work to sneak up on me.
The lights.
And just in this scenario,
Don't keep
focus
them
on
on.
you and don't be distracted by the noise.
There's no way you're still going on with that comparison.
Not my fault that Dale and Chip aren't moving the lug nuts in your brain.
I mean, that was probably the worst arrangement of words I've ever heard, and I've dealt with Kamala's social media interns.
You know, if that is where you found the effects of TikTok, no wonder you wanted that thing shot to the sun.
Foxy is about to run. Donald was right. It's entirely different being in the thick of it.
The good news is that you have 64% of
Wait,
power
Chica!
at 3 a.m.
Chica!
You look like you're in over
That
your
was
head.
close.
There's so much going on, it's hard to breathe. And now
it's
Foxy is trying to drink my blood.
Is the VR
There goes the
acting up at all?
battery.
Look, he's out now. Took him all that time until he wants
Shut-
to play around with his food.
Looks like he's too busy to even notice I'm here.
Oh
Bonnie's
my goodness,
there.
everything is happening at the worst time. Are you still there? Yeah, you are.
They're all
What is even happening right now?
I
He's
think the game
scraping
is
his
sending
whole.
the Akatsuki after us right now.
You are annoying me. Why are you still here?
I haven't
There.
played in a while. What do you think the trouble is, Donald?
Like I just said,
Bonnie? And you're
He's
here
still
too.
there.
No surprise there.
this man has the Avengers looking for his skin right now. He's been battered around for the past minute like a fish out of water.
Oh, they're treating him like a pinata.
All right, what the hell just happened? My internet is doing fine. What do you mean? What do you mean? All right, this is the first time in a long time that this happened that I have to buffer a video. All right, we'll take a commercial break and just kidding. Come on, internet. Why are you bugging out right now? You're working. You're connected. What do you mean? Do I have to refresh the video? 542 timestamp. All right, let's try it again. All right, there's a problem with the internet. 542. Come on. What the hell? I don't know. The internet has been buggy for the past few days, and it's quite questionable what's been going on. Hey, asshole. Work. I pay my freaking internet bills.
Finally, help!
There we go. Freaking took you 542.
This man has the Avengers looking for his skin right now. He's been battered around for the past minute like a fish out of water.
Oh, they're treating him like a piñata. I wasn't even paying attention. Is it glitching out or something?
No, he's fine. He's just having a heart attack.
Guys, I know you've been trying to talk to me, but look at this. It's a full frontal assault with me as the target.
Calm down, Obama. You need a level head if you're going to beat the rest of this night. You're at 5 a.m., so just bleed the clock out if you have to.
Hold on, can I look out the door?
I wish you
Yeah,
could.
he's literally right there. You
Whoa.
got me twisted if you think I'm leaving that open.
Was that Freddy? That is creepy. Don't tell me that's not creepy, guys. Look, this is worse than the original FNAF because this viewpoint of Freddy looking at the camera is much more
Got me twisted
spookier.
if you think I'm leaving that open.
I think what doesn't help is the fact that this was such a small and simple game with just point-and-click mechanics that
I see you, Freddy. You're not going to find any picnic baskets in here.
once you bring it to the
He's
VR
not Yogi
headset, there's so
Bear.
much more layers to it.
I'll lend you some of my energy. It's good to tap into the world's best security guard.
At this point, there won't be
10%.
complaints.
Look at this. It's
5
been 5
a.m.
a.m. for a solid 5 days. Can we get a move on already?
One thing I liked about fan games was that there was
I'm
a
hearing
minute
footsteps.
timer.
Freddy!
Woo!
That's
We
how you
made
do it,
We
Obama.
survived the swarm. Victory at
That
last.
was
Round of
fast.
applause for the man behind the headset.
Now all we have to do is do that again 2 more times, and then we'll finally be somewhere.
You have a funny way of deflating my confidence.
Something I want you guys to keep in mind is that you only have to complete
You're
the
right
first
there.
5 nights of the first game. Then we're on to the second game.
I'm going to ask the obvious question for everyone that voted we skip to security breach. What does this game have to offer besides just replaying the other games?
Because while it is stale after a bit of time, it does hold some valuable
thought I
lore
heard
in it that will
something.
be helpful to understand security breach. Besides, it's like someone said, the world's best security guard never quits.
How is there more lore? I thought we wrapped up after Pizza Simulator. You're telling me there's more to this than just bonus features?
A lot more, actually. Think of this game as the separation between Rugrats and Rugrats all grown up.
That means literally nothing to me.
The separation between Jimmy Neutron and Planet Sheen.
Again, this is making zero impact
So
on my
spin-off.
understanding.
The separation between Rocco's Modern Life and SpongeBob.
Why do you keep picking
They're not
Nickelodeon
connected.
references
What do you-
thinking I'm
what?
going to know what you're talking about?
You clearly do know what I'm talking about because you knew it was from Nickelodeon.
Knowing SpongeBob is from Nickelodeon and knowing how it compares to Five Nights at Freddy's is 2 different things, you bracket.
Will you guys shut up? Chica's right here, and Bonnie is coming down the hall.
I'm sorry if Joe was babbling about absolute nonsense.
How is this on me?
Morgan, put the Patrick Star gif where he's leaking a spitball.
Dude, what? Oh.
I can't see it right now, but that is what you were sounding like, Joe.
What the
You know I
hell?
can't see it either,
I've
right?
never seen
No
that.
worries, it found its intended audience.
It's going to come down to the wire,
3%.
especially since Foxy wants to knock out our power.
Have we done this yet?
I don't think so.
Freddy, you're not scary. You're just annoying.
Play the full song. Why did he stop it early?
What?
Something tells me we're dead. The jump scare
That
isn't
was the-
scary when you're expecting it.
Are you
That
serious?
was instant.
Well, at least you got us
He played
this
it for
far.
3 seconds.
Can't wait to see how Donald handles the pressure.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Joe.
What? Oh, come on, man.
Joe, you've been a backseat gamer for like the past year. It's getting old. You got to play at least somewhat.
I don't like playing because we'll just coast through.
Here comes Joe the Giant to do tricks on it.
I'll tell you what, it's a super nice feeling to take off that sweaty headset after being in it for a while.
Yeah, thank you for that.
I don't know how much of this game we have left to do, but it's going to drag
This is
on
the
if we don't
closet.
start knocking these nights out of the park.
Wasn't Joe talking about some original aspects of the game?
Okay, so gotta watch out for you, Foxy. And you too, Freddy.
Yeah, trying to talk to him right now is like shooting onto a shield bubble.
You already know that it's different when you're playing the game in VR. There's so much more activity based to it, and it's way more immersive than just the screen.
Probably like reliving his
Not
childhood.
today, you turkey.
I'll let that one slide.
It's easier said than done to adjust to the headset. It's been really long since I've played this game as well.
You're holding up pretty well.
Foxy! Oh, never mind. Thought he was off and running.
Well, I'll stop bothering you and let you focus on the grind of this game.
It feels like classic Five Nights at Freddy's, relying on Joe the stable horse to carry us through the mud.
Yeah, but it's sort of nostalgic, too. I remember when we just started the channel and we had those mobile thumbnails with zero coordination. Just presidents trying to have fun.
Now I gotta try hard because this game wants to cheat me out of my win. Very big cheating. Reminds me of a certain Democrat in the election.
Good to know you're still holding on to the past, too.
1,000 wins, and it's the loss that still lingers.
Why do you look like you're posing up for a mugshot, Chica?
Duality of two men, I see.
Let's see. Nope.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Joe?
I got a trigger finger, Foxy. You got to be faster.
I know we're at 5 a.m., but every time Foxy comes around, I get nervous because he knocks off more power.
You're telling
I saw
me.
Shadow.
I forget how long it's been 5, but I'm really hoping that we're not in for another nail biter.
Hate to say it, but with both doors closed, I really don't see another outcome.
Okay, I think Bonnie walked away.
4% though?
No.
Again with the internet connection loss. What the frick is going on? $10:41. This has never happened before. I fell asleep for 15 minutes and I come back to this trash. I'm gonna have a freaking stern talking to with the freaking customer service with this freaking modem I'm using, for goodness sake. I think I'm gonna hold off reacting a bit until this freaking internet stabilizes. I don't know if it's because of the heat, because there's a heat wave in the Philippines, and yes, we are forced to turn on the
Finally, help one.
air conditioning a bit longer. What was the timestamp? 10:20.
God, Chica.
Duality of two men, I see.
Me.
It was close.
I forget how long it's been 5, but I'm really hoping that we're not in for another nail biter.
Hate to say it, but with both doors closed, I really don't see another outcome.
Okay, I think Bonnie walked away.
4% though?
No.
Maybe begging to the game will help them spare us from the wrath of Freddy's fist.
Come on.
How the...
Thank you,
No
game.
way.
That's what I needed.
Nice.
What sort of hocus-pocus magic 8-ball wizardry did you just pull, Joe?
I don't have the slightest clue, but I'm hitting the Macarena.
Sometimes you just got to style on the future burn victims.
This one's going to be the most difficult night. But all
Hey,
these years of
Macarena.
horror games didn't prepare me for nothing.
Why does this have the same energy as I was a glassmaker for 30 years?
What happened to the color? It just got all black and white?
Why do you think I said I'm going to need absolute focus? They're not holding back, and I don't think we should either.
We'll keep it to a minimal then, as best as Donald lets me.
How is this always on my shoulder?
What the?
What did the doors just do?
Thank
If I
you,
remember
JJ Wood,
correctly,
for
they spaz
subscribing.
out sometimes. Naturally, that can be problematic
What is
if
this
Bonnie or
mode?
Chica are at the door, let alone Freddy or Foxy.
The more and more I see of this night, the more and more you're justified for needing complete focus.
Rest assured that you have the aid of the world's best security guard at your shoulders.
Well, I did need to start working out again.
Geez, that looks like it's the most annoying aspect in the game. See,
What was
this
doing that?
is what it means to have the game against you, Donald.
This just goes to show it was a rigging it against me. It can't stand the thought of Joe and I fusing our powers together to create the ultimate security guard.
How do you still have coal to burn that fire?
3 a.m. with 55% power.
I would
Looks like it's a good run.
I would
so
lose
far.
my mind if
He's
Joe
right here.
Nice
and
catch.
Donald
Put the camera on Foxy when you can.
do
I
a
remember him
fusion
being
dance.
A huge problem for Donald.
That cosplaying weasel suckled my battery juice at least 20%. He's like his own little vacuum for power.
I just got to
phrasing.
interchange between Freddy and Foxy so they don't do numbers on my battery life. Is he still here? Not surprised on that one. Freddy barely goes away from the door on this night.
The press is deadly nowadays. Deadly enough to cook you up and serve you like a pizza topping.
How is Foxy running? How did Foxy just run there? The game just cheated.
I've been saying this from the get-go. Foxy might as well be an NFL referee.
We might still have a chance. You never know.
Freddy, I know you can hear me. Don't you dare kill me. Do you understand?
Yeah, like reasoning is going to work with him. Joe is an
Get
NFL
Joe is
referee
goated.
confirmed.
82 years old and I'm still running this game with my eyes closed.
Wow,
Hold
Joe.
those arms high, Joe. What a victory for the boys.
Kansas
Good
City may
job.
be able to rig games, but Scott Cawthon can't.
All right, guys, we ready to start the second game?
I gotta go.
Joe, you will not believe what just happened.
Well, I don't know what just happened there, and what was Barry talking about. So yeah, Joe still has it. He has the magic touch because he knows the lore of this game and he understands the mechanics more than Donnie and Barry. So basically, yeah, that was a good run. Either it was extremely down to the wire. Every time it's it's 3% power, and miraculously, oh, someone's making ice, crushed ice. Because, yeah, it's a scorcher, and we're all trying to cool ourselves off. So, either my mom is doing a coffee frap or a mais con hielo. It's like shaved ice with corn and some milk. I don't know how it's made. I don't make that stuff. But I digress. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was fun to see them back again and VR. And knowing the difficulty of wearing a VR, believe me, it does get sweaty if you wear it for too long. When I was moving around with my own VR game, my hair was actually wet due to the sweat. So, yeah, I can understand why it would be a sweaty mess. But I digress. Hope the presidents reach security breach because I am interested in how they're gonna play that. So Morgan, good luck. Hope you're doing well and keep up the good work. And until next time, I hope to see you guys on the next video. Be there or be freaking square.